One thing that I don't know if you'll notice is that I'm not spinning my tires a lot out here, and there's a big reason for that, and that is spinning your tires rarely does anything. So when I'm in deep snow, I don't want to spin my tires at all. In deep snow, I want to be at about 7 pounds in this with these particular tires, and I want to try to achieve as much flotation as I can there we go, with this on the snow. I want to try to float. The minute you spin your tires in deep snow, you're going to sink. You're going to feel your vehicle sink, and when that happens, you are going to set your frame right down on the snow, and then you're going to get high center. Then you have to dig yourself out or winch or, you know, whatever. I don't want to do that. So I don't spin my tires in deep snow, and I try to achieve flotation. In this is kind of like spring snow. It's really wet. It's really soft. And it's not that deep. A foot, you know, like 6 inches to a foot in different places. And so in this, I don't mind spinning a little bit, and the reason for that is that A-Trac can actually work. So in deep snow, you don't get to use, unless you're spinning your tires because you like to do that. In deep snow, A-Trac is worthless as far as I'm concerned. And I know that there's a lot of guys who just gas it. They just gas it. Boom, and I got a V8 in this thing. I'm going to use it. And they spin their tires. And that's a great way to not go very far. It's also a great way to abuse your vehicle. And but in this, I'll allow a little bit of spinning because I want A-Trac to kick in. And that will give me just enough traction to get over some things. But I don't want to spin a lot. Why? I'm not on very deep snow. And if I spin a lot, I'm going to tear up the ground, and that's something I don't want to do. The other thing I could do is tear up my vehicle, and that's another thing I don't want to do. If you're on the East Coast or in the South and all you have is a lot of mud, I get it. In mud, you need to spin those tires. You need a lot of, you got to gun it. You got to go for it. But in snow, the throttle, heavy throttle is not your friend. Throttle control, steady, slow. Don't spin your tires. If you're in spring snow, a little bit of spinning to get A-Trac to kick in if that's what you have. Yeah, a locker, you don't have to worry about that, but I don't. So I allow A-Trac to kick in by just a little bit of throttle control, a little bit of spinning, and then it kicks in, and then I'm able to go over my obstacles. So just some things I've learned over the years with wheeling in general, and then having this for the last 2 or 3 years, what works best. So let's go. If you can hear that blah blah blah, that kind of clicking noise, that's A-Trac braking my spinning tires to create traction. To create traction. It forces the tires that actually have traction to grab better. That's probably a really horrible way to talk about A-Trac, but I'm driving right now, so my brain is engaged elsewhere.